What's going on? This is Brother Jay, and I'm back again with another Thought Day Man. And this one is called Gen Z Stupidity Part 2. Boy. Now, I'm only going to use roughly like maybe about three examples. That's it. That recently I heard that blew my mind. Okay. So, this white dude is talking to this lady, and they basically like on Zoom or something like that. And he was just like clowning around. He said, "Okay, let me ask you a question." And said, "Let me see how your mind works." So she said, "Okay." You know what I'm saying? "What's up?" So he said, basically, he said, "What country that's in North America that starts with a U?" You know what this woman said? She said, "Europe." So he's like, "Europe doesn't start with a U." And she's like, "It don't?" He's like, "Wait a minute, spell out Europe." And she said, Europe. He said, "No, that's an E in front of that." "Oh, for real?" He said, then she said, "Oh, Ethiopia." Ethiopia. Boy. So he said, "Okay, I'm going to make this very easy for you. Okay? What country do you live in right now?" And she said, "North Carolina." He said, "No, that's the city that you live in." You know what I'm saying? Now, while he's asking her this question, she pulls out her phone and she's like looking. he said, "No, that's the city that you live in." You know what I'm saying? He said, no, I mean, sorry, the state, but he said, "No." What? He said, "Okay, where do you live?" And she said, "The States." He said, "Okay, what's the whole pronunciation of it?" And she said, "USA." And then the lights clicked on and shit. Ooh, there are some dumb people out here, bro. You talking about a box of rocks, man. Damn, boy. So, that woman is a person that you shouldn't have children with. Motherfuckers talking about the independent and stuff like that. And you don't even know that the country that you live in begins with a U, is United States of America. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I'm sorry. That's a box of rock shit right there. All right. So now here's another example. It's not really stupidity. It just shows you the greed level of you know what I'm saying, people, you know what I'm saying, in this generation, Gen Z generation. The guy interviewer was saying, "Okay, you win $5 million on a lottery ticket. You win 5 million, and your boyfriend comes up and says, 'Hey, we're rich.' What is your reply?" And he asked this about maybe 5 women and 5 dudes. Don't you believe that all 5 women said, "No, we ain't rich. I'm rich." But the 5 dudes, when the question was reversed, said, "Yeah, we rich." And I was like, ooh, that shows you that even when a woman, you know what I'm saying, is dating you in modern day, and she's like, you know what I'm saying, "Hey, I want you to pay for my living and take me to nice places over here," but all of a sudden she wins $5 million. "Oh, I'm rich now. Fuck you." And you know what I'm saying? Man, come on, broski. You know. So, and the last time I'm gonna throw in the fire, you know what I'm saying, which is kind of like I don't know if it was a skit or not, but it really touched home with me, you know what I'm saying? Girl said to her man, you know what I'm saying, basically that, you know what I'm saying, "I don't need no man. I can do this shit on my own. And so he was like, okay, all right. So it was getting out the car, and she went around to the back, you know what I'm saying, while he was got filming her and stuff. And she's trying to pick up this, you know what I'm saying, big old case of water bottles and shit. And she's like, can you take this in the house for me? He was like, no, you're independent. You can do that shit on your own, right? She's like, look, quit being funny and pick this up for me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, 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 no. You got that, baby. You got it. So she gets mad and, okay, yeah, I get it. And she's walking and shit. And she's like, can you get the door? He's like, no, you're independent. Get it yourself. You know what I'm saying? She's like, look, quit joking around and get the door for me real quick. No, 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 no. Now, instead of her putting it down and just open the door and pick it back up again, which is what a man would do, you know what I'm saying? No. She took it to the next level and stuff like that. She put it down on the ground and got an attitude. But see, that's the whole part, you know what I'm saying, when people be making these videos, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to proclaim yourself as something, stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me as a dude, but see, I'm not part of Gen Z, you know what I'm saying? But me as a dude, I don't claim to be independent. No, there's too many things I depend on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing a job and stuff like that, I depend on that job to keep paying me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm having a bad day, I depend on my friends just saying to give me moral support. You know what I'm saying? If I got a girlfriend and stuff like that, I'm depending on her for comfort and shit. You know? I'm saying, so you can't claim independence yet depend on someone for something. And that's what Gen Z are all about, man. And I'm like, what part? That makes no sense. But somewhere in their lizard brain, that makes sense, even though that's not accurate what they're saying. It's like, so you want to use words without upholding the meaning to the word. You're just using the word because it sounds good. Oh my goodness. Either way, this is a short thought of the day. I ain't going to make it long and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But I want to bring it to in conclusion like this. Part of the delusion that this new generation is on, especially these ladies over there with as young as they are, but they got a high body count and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And multiple children running around and stuff like that. Bruh, when you hear them say, you know what I'm saying, what do you rate yourself for 1 to 10? And they say some unrealistic shit like 10. I wish one thing was a factor. I wish that this country somehow made it illegal for, you know what I'm saying, cosmetics to be sold. Because all these delusional women, man, you know what I'm saying, if you sit here and all the makeup, you know what I'm saying, in the United States was illegal, you'll see that number shrink quick as fuck. I mean, even their own ego be like, you know what I'm saying, well, because, I mean, the average woman is probably like a good 4 or 5. The average woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the makeup on, that can extend that number a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to probably, you know what I'm saying, okay, she's a 5, but with that makeup on, you trick the vision of the person that's looking, and they look like they're 7 now. But without that makeup, bro, 5. You know what I'm saying? I wish in some way, you know what I'm saying, that they can make makeup illegal. Make makeup illegal and ban all wigs. Boy. Because, see, that's half of their fucking Joker costume and shit. You know what I'm saying? Makeup on and shit with some fucking pre-parted, already banged out, you know what I'm saying, wig and shit. You know what I'm saying? With that girl in the talk show, when she said some shit, she flung her head back like this, and the wig fell off, and you see that she had the do-rag on underneath and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to make it like they keep their shit whipped up and shit like that. No, that's laziness. Just to put a wig on, run a comb through it real quick or a brush, and you're ready. That's laziness. But your real hair is underneath suffering. Man, shit. Motherfuckers lucky, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't pass laws and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because this generation would suffer like a motherfucker, man. Either way, I'm out of here. Deuce.